Hi, welcome. So, if you're a local business owner and you're struggling to get leads, I can show you a very simple method I used in getting leads in the past 1 year from just making a simple website that costs less than $200 to $300 to actually build. So, but mind you, depending on the competition of where you're trying to rank your business in. In this video, I'm going to show you a case study of a gutter website I did just to let you understand how these things work. So I got this lead on the 22nd of this month, and it was for a gutter guard install for a client or so. So I passed on the lead to a local business within the McKinney area, and they've been following up. Still, FYI, nothing yet from the person. So sometimes it happens like that. The lead automatically does not respond, or something happens, and they just forget that they actually filled out a form. And I'm showing you this is a simple website I built out. It's just a one-page website. So basically, when someone searches for gutter installation in Bikini, so once they implement all of these searches, best gutter services, my website pops up. Professional gutter repair, my website pops up here. Seamless gutter Bikini, my website pops up. Rainwater gutter installation, website pops up on the first page. So usually we want to get the page ranking between uh, on position one between so we basically want the website to rank on page one of Google, which is this first page of Google, and it should rank anywhere between the position 1 to 3. That is the target for most of our keywords. As you can see, this keyword that we typed in here, gutter maintenance service in Bikini, our website isn't ranking for that particular keyword. So another one here you're saying here is rain gutter. We're ranking number 4 here. We're ranking position number 3 for rain gutter repair mechanic. So there are different variations searchers are actually looking for when typing into Google. Most recent of them, it's people now use ChatGPT. As you can see, gutter maintenance in McKinney. I can go through this list on and on. For this one now, best gutter guards company in McKinney, we don't show up. So it's something I need to let you know. You will definitely not show up for most of the keywords, but for the relevant ones that will pay you the big money, or that will pay you that will give you those big jobs that you're looking for, you definitely show up for them. Install you got as McKinney, you're ranking number 3. So once they call this company and they are not reachable, they try the next one until they get someone who's reachable. Mind you, we can also help you get ranking in the maps. It's a lot easier to get ranking in the maps than even in the organic search. It's something I need to let you understand. So if you have a Google business profile and you have a website and you basically don't have an address visible on the website, you might definitely not rank as much as you can. So just for a little piece of advice, try to show your address. So it takes maybe just a couple of verification with Google and you get that all sorted out and verified. So mind you, I've made all of these searches. It's something you can go through on your own just to verify that what I'm saying is actually okay. You can see it's not even showing up for gutter service in McKinney. So it's a keyword I could actually look forward to improving and working on. So basically, I said this is just a simple one-page website, and usually I should have all of these ones on a separate page, but it was a case study. I wanted to test it out and see if it works and see if it's something we can replicate for a business like yourself. This works in any other business, not just your own business itself. So more proof. This is just like the 11th month. So this domain has been existing since November of last year, 2024. And all we did was build out this basic website. The content was written with ChatGPT, so it's basically free. And we built citations to this website. I use this guy on Fiverr here. And we built this citation. It costs around $75. I negotiated it to around $50. So he provided me with 400 citations from website like this. Then I got them indexed on the Speedy Indexer. And that's all I did. That's all I did. But in your own case, you could go a step further by doing niche edits. This is a guy I respect so much in the local SEO industry, and is very good. He does a lot of case studies. He's been successful with it, Jack Chow. So you can buy niche edits from him. You can buy local guest posts from him. I think his local guest posts, you could save a buck if you buy in 10. That's $740 per pop for against buying at $90 for one. So it's something I highly recommend. And you can let him spread it over a period of time for you. Something you can negotiate out. So you can basically do niche edits and guest posts. Jackie's PBN maybe for your local SEO. So when I mean local SEO, that is when you're showing up in this map packs, like in this area here in this map section. That is what I call local SEO. So basically, that's all we did to get the site ranking on position number 1 to 3 for most of the keywords on Google within the past 1 year. And it has generated well over 16 leads so far. And basically, because we don't have a phone number on site, this phone number you see is a dummy phone number, it doesn't work. So hence, that's why we couldn't get even more leads. If not, we could have gotten leads that came via phone that we would have tracked, something like that. But I didn't have that much money to pursue that since it was a case study anyway. So basically, people just come to the site and fill this form field. When was the last time you really filled out a form field on a website? I don't think so. So imagine people having to fill the form field. It's an extra mile. So I simply blurred out the information here, and you can see it came in since January, about 2 every month or 3 every month. So depending on the site you're working on. So if you're a local business owner, what I would advise is you get as many of the sites within the location that you service. So take, for example, we're servicing McKinney. So if you own a gutter website in McKinney, I would suggest you target anywhere 20 or 30 mile radius around McKinney, something like New Hope, Lowry Crossing, Allen, Frisco, Prosper, Roland, maybe there's one Princeton. So these are all of the service areas. So you make dedicated service pages for each of these websites. I'm running out of time anyway, so the next 3 minutes I'll be done. So basically, all we did to get Google to favor us is get an exact match domain, which is the service you're rendering and the state in which you're rendering it in. Just look for a combination of these keywords on Namecheap and just buy any of these ones. So you've already taken the first step to getting ranked on Google. And you can see that's the domain we have here, Gutters McKinney. Another thing we did is we have the service post location, then we now added service pages. On this website that you see here, everything I listed it on the main homepage. But for something I'm going to build for a client, I would have individual pages for each of these services. Then for each of these services, we'll now target more locations that are close, just more of like the way you will build out an entire website. So where you have Gutters McKinney /location /Fairview, and within the Fairview, you will now have Gutter Installation Fairview. So it now targets each of these cities. So for a micro niche website, you will just have everything up to like almost like 50 to 100 pages. And what you can now do now, once you've done this, since you want to dominate your area as much as possible, you want to now have another website again, something like this. You could have another one like this. So since you're targeting Fairview, you will now have Fairview here. Instead of McKinney, you'll start Fairview here. And you buy this domain. And you repeat the same process you've done here. So once you have the website, guttercompanyfairview.com, then you just repeat the same process again. guttercompanyfairview.com /services/installation. So you have all of these multiple pages. In total, so let's say you have 10 pages going all around, or 10 websites all around, each of them having 50 pages. That is about 500 pages of your website targeting on Google. And each of them kind of overlap. So when someone searches for a particular service that you're running in your area, you'll be surprised you would have something like Gutters McKinney here, Gutters Fairview here. If someone is searching Gutter Installation McKinney, you have Gutters McKinney, your website here. You have Gutters Fairview Company, guttersfairviewcompany.com /McKinney. You just have them all laid down here, and all of the sites belongs to you. There's no way you will not get most of those leads. So if it's something you're interested in, it's something we can build out for your firm and your enterprise. If you look at the cost of leads that this website could have generated over time, let's say I take $150 per lead. This is around over $2,000 in ad spend if you were to spend on ads, because per click you'll be paying up to about $10 to $15 per click. This is not someone actually filling out a form just to click through to your website. So that's a lot of money here. So let's say about $3,000 saved up in ad spend for just spending way less money. All we spend, so all we spent was just a domain name, and that's all we spent. A domain name and getting most of these things done. Believe me when I tell you, all we spent on this website was around $200. It wasn't even up to. So basically, you would issue out a press release, maybe this one of $20, but I recommend this one of $70, and you get the citations done, and basically that's it. In this case, we just did the citation and got it indexed, and that's all we did. And the site was able to generate this amount of leads. I'm not telling you you'll be successful with all of the websites you intend to go on with, but if something you're interested in is something we can build for you, and we definitely rank you in your local search. So hit me up if this is something you want to do for your business, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.